Hello, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot. I hope that you're doing well. This is what you don't see coming for the week of December 21st, 2025. Keep in mind, it is a collective general reading, not individualized nor personalized to you. Messages may come through today that do not fully resonate. And if that happens, don't get upset. Just means that one message is meant for someone else. So take what fits, how it fits, leave what doesn't, and be sure to check out your other placements. If you don't know what those other placements are, in the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Also, in the description box is information on how you can become a time traveler. So you're welcome to take a look at that as well. With all of that said, let's begin. So I'll give you the same message that I gave Sagittarius. I already recorded your reading. It was approximately 12 minutes long. When I went to upload it, it deleted off of the camera. That happened for both you and Sagittarius. So I don't know if that same message will come out. We will see. It looked like you were reconnecting with someone this week. You were cautious, but moving forward with it. This individual, the cards that came out for them was King of Swords, King of Cups, and the Emperor. On this side, you had a Queen of Wands who was extremely jealous. We had the Seven of Swords, the Three of Swords, the Ten of Wands, not the nicest cards in tarot, and also the Magician and the Devil card. Highly manipulative energy. We had Happiness Hater at the bottom of the Oracle deck. So it looked like you were connecting with someone, possibly a romantic partner, or maybe a group of friends or family. And you had someone here who was kind of wearing a fake smile to your face and throwing some daggers behind your back, either because they were interacting with you in person and not happy for your happy, or at the bottom of the deck for them was the Page of Swords. So for some of you, they were seeing something online. I don't know if that same message will come through, but I feel like one of you needs to hear that. So now let's see what your actual message is now for the collective. For Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements, what do they not see coming for the week of December 21st, 2025? If you're celebrating your birthday in the first week of your season, I'd like to wish you a very happy birthday. One more shuffle here. Thank you. What do you not see coming into you? That was your card before. Oh, I pulled two. Talking crap. I was only supposed to pull one. Bottom of the deck, legal issues. Yeah, that's that soul contract. You have like a karmic contract with someone. All right, let's see where we go with this. Tell me more about this here for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. Why do they not see into you, talking crap, and legal issue? One more shuffle here. Thank you. We have the Four of Swords, we have the Nine of Pentacles, we have the Page of Wands, and we have the World card. At the bottom of the deck, we have Eight of Swords, Temperance, and the Emperor. There's that, look, Seven of Swords to the Queen of Wands. I shuffled your deck like I cleansed your deck before I did your reading again. This person keeps coming up with this. I don't mean to laugh, but yeah. So, okay. Why are you in the Four of Swords here? Why is Capricorn in the Four of Swords? Tell me why the Four of Swords is here. Thank you. We have the Nine of Swords. We have the Seven of Wands. And we have the High Priestess. Why is the Nine of Pentacles here? Why is the Nine of Pentacles here? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Nine of Pentacles, clarified by the Hanged Man, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. Why is the Page of Wands here? Why is the Page of Wands here? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Page of Wands, clarified by the Moon, King of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. Why is the World card here? Why is the World card here? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Justice, the Knight of Wands, and the Three of Swords. Eight of Swords to Temperance to the Emperor. This person was in your reading before, except they were over here. Tell me more about this individual. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Emperor is clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, the Eight of Wands, and the Death card. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Wands, Two of Wands. I don't know who this Queen of Wands is. All right. I'll get into that in a second. I feel like that's really important because she keeps showing herself. So I feel like I do have to address that. Let me do this reading first. You're healing. There's something here that's transpired, some kind of Three of Swords moment. You're still healing from it. You're not fully recovered. You're not fully healed. You're a bit guarded and defensive because of it, but you're keeping a lot of it to yourself with that High Priestess energy, not letting the whole world know what maimed you or hurt you here. But in your quiet time, internal to you, yeah, someone that you were really into, could be a love partner. It doesn't have to be. Just someone that maybe you thought you had great vibes with or a good friendship with. It looks like something transpired here and left you a bit heartbroken. You seem to be paused here when you receive communication from this person. You don't know if you want to engage in communication or how much conversation you want to have with them. There seems to be a pause here. I think you've been trying to rebuild yourself since whatever happened here between you and them, but this person is reaching out to you this week. I think what you're keeping to yourself, and you're probably going to drop hate in the comments, but for some of you, you've been wanting this person to reach out to you. You're just, it looks like you wouldn't reach out to them, but there's something here that you're hiding in the moon that you still have emotion for this person, and you're waiting for them to reach out to you. I don't think you're sitting there like this, or staring at your phone, but there is a feeling here of, I really hope that they do reach out. What happens though is that they do end up reaching out, and then you're not sure. I don't know what to say. That's the problem. Hangman, Seven of Pentacles, the Page of Swords. How do I respond to this incoming communication? Well, you don't know how to respond. This person doesn't know if you will respond. In that Eight of Swords energy, they're not quite sure if you will respond to them, if you'll answer the phone or open the door or respond to the text message. They seem to be a little confused about that as well, but they're going to do it anyway. Now, I want to clarify why the Talking Crap card. Why the Talking Crap card? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Ten of Cups, King of Wands, and the Five of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Eight of Pentacles. Okay. This person has severely or significantly lost your trust because of whatever transpired here. Part of you wants to believe that they're telling you the truth, but you're still dealing with the emotional loss of whatever occurred here between the two of you. So I don't know if this is a family member in that Ten of Cups, a sibling, could be something like that. It could be a love partner for some of you. It was someone that was part of your Ten of Cups, and now they no longer are. So you're having a difficult time trusting what this person has to say to you. This person feels like it's the right time for them to reach out to you over the course of the next 8 days to have a conversation with you. They're not quite sure, like I said, if you're going to respond or how you will respond, but it looks like they're going to take the bold initiative to do it anyway. I do see you here responding, but you're also questioning how much you should respond. And there's a feeling here of, I don't know if I could really trust this person. Because again, they went from being part of your Ten of Cups or your Ten of Cups to leaving you in the Five. Okay. What is the legal issue here? What does that have to do with? I mean, that could be court, judges, immigration, lawyers. It could just, we have Lady Justice here. So maybe for some of you, this relationship became imbalanced. And as much as you want it to be balanced again, you're just not trusting this person. Tell me more about that legal issues card. Tell me more about the legal issues card here, please, for Capricorn. I would expect incoming conversation, communication from this person this week. Why the legal issues? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Three of Wands, Nine of Cups, and the Three of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Five of Swords, King of Pentacles, the Lovers, the Empress. What? Okay, legal issues. If we're just talking about this connection only involves you and this person, then that I would consider that card to be a message here in respect to a soul contract that you have with them, or a soul bond. They are a soulmate to you. And there's something here about this person wanting to restore balance or harmony. I don't know how they plan on doing it, but they plan on moving forward. What is this person trying to come up with? And in an effort to reunite the two of you, it's like they want to course correct. They want to rebalance the connection with you. What are they planning? One more shuffle. Thank you. What are they planning? Four of Cups, Six of Swords, and the Two of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Swords. There's that communication. Ten of Cups, the restoration of the Ten of Cups with you. Albeit slowly. They know they can't, it can't happen overnight. They're going to have a difficult time getting you from the Four of Cups into the Ten of Cups again. But basically, what they're telling you here is that that's what they would like to do. Restore harmony and balance to their connection with you. Now, for those of you where there's an actual legal issue happening with this person, like it's already in the works or something like that. I just saw the Seven of Swords again. So, where there is a legal issue here involved. Tell me about that legal issue. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Where there's a legal issue involved. King of Swords, Nine of Cups, the Tower. What is that Tower? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Three of Cups, Six of Cups, and the Five of Swords. Bottom of the deck, Four of Wands, Four of Cups, and the Sun card. Two of Cups, back to the Empress. If you have something legal, let's say you are separating from this person, right, with the World card, and there's some kind of assets between you and them. This would be something like you're getting a divorce or you're separating. There's no coming back. They're not trying to come back to you. You're not trying to go back to them. But there is a conversation here this week about the dividing of assets. And what this person is proposing is a way to do it that's very amicable to both of you. Benefits the two of you. It's like we don't need to fight about it. Like, one person has no swords. There's no need to fight about it. Maybe you have kids with this individual. And there's something like we can come to an agreement to make both sides happy. So if you do have any kind of legal thing going on, I feel like already in the works with this person, this is them reaching out and saying, let's not like blow up everything and tear one another to shreds or tear the kids apart or the family or something like that. There's a way that we can find common ground here and be able to work out something reasonable without fighting or maybe even without getting lawyers involved. Now, I have a message for those of you in a third party. And that's because of the cards I saw in the first set. For my Capricorns that are in a third party with this individual, and I don't know where you are on that triangle. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Six of Wands, the Fool, and the Strength card. Bottom of the deck, Two of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. There's that Lovers, Empress. Okay. If this person is involved elsewhere, they're basically telling you that they've made the decision to free themselves from that connection. They have no date that they can give you. It's not like, okay, February 1st, I'm filing for paperwork or filing for divorce, or they can't tell you when they're going to do it. They're just telling you that their intention is that they're going to do it. And I think you're looking at them like they're talking shit, that they're going to pursue, you know what I mean? This legal issue. Right behind the legal card, we have wants you back. So you might feel like this person's just telling you what they think you need to hear in order to like let them back into your life. But there's something like that here at play, only for those of you where it is a third party and this person is involved elsewhere. That's what I have for you for the week ahead. Let's get you some advice here. So I see you hiding your pain from the world, hearing some type of communication here from someone that had caused this Three of Swords experience for you. They don't know if you'll respond. You do. Sorry to, the majority of you. I shouldn't say all of you will do that for the cross watcher, but the majority of you will. You just don't know how much to give or how much to engage. If it's a legal issue, looks like this person's reaching out with an amicable resolution. For those of you where there's been a split in the connection, They're looking to reconnect with you. For those of you where it's a third party, they're telling you that they are in time will leave the other individual. They just don't have like a specific date that they can give you. Your advice, Seven of Swords fell out of the deck. King of Cups and the King of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Four Swords, the Empress, and the Eight of Cups to the Nine of Cups. There's something here. You've been making a lot of progress in terms of healing. This Three of Swords experience, I'll call it, that you had with this person, regardless of which of those scenarios that I gave you are playing out for you between you and this person. There's something here about your quest for healing. You've come a long way. You're a lot more emotionally balanced now than you were when that first Three of Swords moment happened. Don't allow conversation, connection, or reconnection with this person sabotage the progress you've made in moving forward on this healing journey that you've been on. Whether you want to reconnect or reconcile or, talk to them about the separation, if you want to wait for them. The Ace of Pentacles was a year, so it looks like they're going to tell you probably, within 2026, I'm leaving the other person right within the next year. I'm not telling you to do any of those things or not to do any of those things. Whatever you do, it's up to you. Just don't allow the conversation with this person to set you back, to sabotage the healing that you've done already, because you've made a lot of progress. That's what I have for you, Capricorn, for the week of December 21st, 2025. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure. Oh, Capricorn, don't click off. I wanted to get cards about that Queen of Wands to the Seven of Swords that showed up a lot in the original reading I did for you. And then also in this reading, we saw her there. So just give me a second to shuffle this deck. I need a message for that Queen of Wands to the Seven of Swords, to the Magician, to the Devil. From the first reading, for the Capricorns who need to know about that. What do they need to know about that person this week? What do they need to know? It was like a very jealous person. What do they need to know about that jealous person? And for some of you, it could be like sisters, because it was like the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. And then there was a King of Wands. I don't know if there's like a sibling group, or it could be like your sibling and their spouse is jealous of you or something like that. God, I hope it's not your kids. One more shuffle here. Thank you. That would be terrible. Okay. Oh my God. What are we talking about? The Queen of Wands. Look who fell out of the deck. This is why I love tarot and my connection. I just love it. Knight of Swords. Queen of Wands. When you're good, you're good. All right. Knight of Swords. Queen of Wands. King of Swords. And the Four of Swords. All right. This is what showed up in the original reading. Very similar. How this person is tied to you, but for most of you, they're tied to this other person. So it could be like your sibling spouse or your person's ex, you know what I mean? Or it could be your ex. Something like that here is at play. Two of Wands, the Magician, and the Emperor. Very similar. Very, very similar to the original spread. Cards are moved around a little bit, but okay. Tell me about the Queen of Wands now. Tell me about the Queen of Wands. Like, if this is a friend or family member, let's say they know that you had this issue with this person in your life, and this week they're finding out that the two of you are reconciling, or maybe you're just coming to an amicable agreement, in regards to your divorce. It's like they're jealous that either you reconnected or that you're getting along now, like you're not fighting like cats and dogs with this person. That seems to be the feeling that I got. And for some of you, it's like your ex or your person's ex. Tell me about this Queen of Wands. Tell me more about the Queen of Wands here in Capricorn's energy. One more shuffle. Thank you. Queen of Wands, clarified, Five of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune. Tell me about the King of Swords here. One more shuffle here. Thank you. King of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, Six of Cups, and the Page of Wands. Tell me about that Four of Swords. Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, if you're reconnecting with this person, Five of Cups and the Five of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Nine of Cups. Maybe you're finding a solution to, you know, like I was saying, like dividing up assets so you don't have to fight, right? You're trying to heal the connection to avoid the fighting. There's already been emotional loss, right? The two of you are going your separate ways. This could be business partners too, okay? But if there's any kind of like dividing up of assets here, and this person's reaching out to you this week because they want to kind of do it in a nice way, yeah, someone here that knows about it, not happy about it whatsoever. Not happy about it whatsoever. If you're reconnecting with this person after you had this fight or this loss, not happy that you're reconnecting. It's a family member, or it's yeah, connected to you or your person. Tell me more about this. All right, how about we do this? Let's get 3 cards for Capricorn if this person is connected to Capricorn. 3 cards if this person is connected to Capricorn. One more shuffle here. Thank you. 8 of Pentacles could be someone you work with, Justice, and the 6 of Pentacles. If they're connected to you, it could be an ex. It could be someone who's paying you alimony or child support, and there's some anger here that they have to still pay you this while you're with someone else or you got back together with someone else. For some of you, it's someone that you work with, okay? For others of you, maybe while you were separated from this person, you started spending more time with this person, like talking to them more, texting with them more. Now that you're reconnecting with this person, this individual is like, hey, what happened to me? You're not going to talk to me anymore. Oh, why? Because you got back together with your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your husband or your wife. There's a jealousy thing here. So either I'm giving you resources, and meanwhile you're with someone else, or I'm was used to getting more of your attention or your time, but now that you're reconnecting with this person, it's like, oh, you don't need me anymore. Yeah, for some of you, it's someone you work with. Okay. 3 cards if that person is connected to your person. One more shuffle here. Thank you. If they're connected to your person. Empress, 9 of Wands, and the Hermit. Bottom of deck, 2 of Pentacles, Chariot, 7 of Wands. Could be a jealous ex, baby mama, baby papa, something like that. If they're connected to your ex, the feeling here is, I mean, for some of you, the feeling here is that their person is showing up in a way for you that they did not show up for them. If this is like your person's ex, maybe they're seeing photos online, maybe they got shared kids, the kids see how you are with mom or dad, and then they go back home to the other parent and they're like, oh, dad seems really happy with this person, or mom seems really happy with this person. There's a feeling here of like, why couldn't they be as good towards me as they're being towards Capricorn? So if it's tied to your person, that's what it is. If it's a parent, like your person's parent, I don't think they like you very much, but I don't think it has anything to do with you. It seems to be like they think that they're wise, or they know what's better for their daughter or their son. So for some of you, your person's parent or parents don't like you very much. Again, I don't think it's personal. I just think it's I know what's best for my child, and it's not you. That's terrible. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Queen of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, and the Tower. That's exactly what it is. It's this feeling of you can't nurture their child, although it's a grown adult, the way that they could. You can't make them as happy. That's weird when you have a parent that feels that way, but that's what I have for you for the week of, oh, let me get you advice. Advice here, dealing with this Queen of Wands. You have the longest reading. Advice, dealing with the Queen of Wands, 10 of Swords. This person's going to feel backstabbed or betrayed. Be mindful of that, okay? One more shuffle, and they might communicate it to you because that's the 3rd deacon in Gemini. The Emperor, we saw the Emperor here. So for most of you, this person is attached to whoever this Emperor was in your energy. And the 7 of Swords again for this person. Okay. Yeah, this person for most of you is tied to whoever this is that you're reconnecting with or coming to some amicable resolution with this week. Just be mindful. You have the 3rd deacon in Aquarius. It's an air sign. You have the 3rd deacon in Gemini, air sign. And then you have Aries. This person might actually take action to say something to you or your person. about the two of you connecting, reconnecting, or having some amicable, decision here about the dividing of assets. Now, those are all of your messages for the week of December 21st, 2025. If you liked any of those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace.